Hello, everyone. This is Al Red Sox fan coming to you from Al Red Sox fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. We are going to we are going to continue with our Stratomatic baseball card and dice makes everything nice. 1976 Bicentennial Tournament Game 2 best of 3 between the Indians and the Yankees. Twilight Zone Baseball 76 Bicentennial Tournament up next on the channel. If the Yankees win, they will take the East Region Final and await the other three regional finals, which will be coming up on the channel after this series. It was an epic game one that went 17 innings. Unbelievable. Roy White went from GOAT to sort of a hero to a hero, as Roy White, after allowing a horrific two-base error in the top of the eighth to allow the Indians to tie the game, help allow the Indians tie the game, would get the walk-off homer in the 17th, 6-5 Yankees in the Bronx. We now travel to Cleveland Municipal Stadium, and we used a lot of relief pitchers in game one. So New York's Doral Alexander and Cleveland's Kern can't pitch in this game. All other relievers for both teams who pitched in game one, point of fatigue starts an inning earlier, except for Dick Tidrow for the Yankees. Let's get to the starting lineups and roll some Stratomatic baseball 1976 style. What an epic game one. Went to like 2 a.m. All right, for the visiting Yankees, if they win, they take the East Region. Starting pitcher, Doc Ellis. Point of weakness check is the 8th. Ellis in 76, 17-8 in 32 starts, allowed 14 homers, only struck out 65 while walking 76. So he does have control issues, or just doesn't give in, one or the other. He pitched 212 innings. Leading off in center field, Mickey Rivers. Batting second, playing second base, Willie Randolph. The Yankee captain does the catching, Thurman Munson. He'll bat third. Cleanup hitter, Chris Chambliss, plays first. Batting fifth, the walk-off homer in game one after a horrific two-base error in the 8th. Roy White, he is in left field. Playing third, batting sixth, Greg Nettles. Sweet Lou Piniella is the DH, batting seventh. Oscar Gamble is in right field, batting eighth. Playing short, batting ninth, Fred Chicken Stanley. So that's the Yankee lineup that will try to sweep the Cleveland Indians. Dave Volsky, how you doing, my friend? Hope all is well. Happy New Year to you. I don't know if I saw you prior to New Year. For the Cleveland Indians, trying to take it back to New York, Jim Bibby will be on the mound. His point of weakness check starts in the 5th, and he's absolutely dreadful on the hold, a +3. Bibby was 13-7, 3.20 ERA, 21 starts, did have a save, only allowed 6 homers, striking out 84, walking 56, and 163 innings pitched. Leading off in center field, as always, left-hand batting Rick Manning. Batting second, playing short, Larvell Blanks. Rico Cardi is the DH, batting third. George Hendrick out in left, the cleanup hitter. Batting fifth, playing third base for the Tribe, Buddy Bell. Boog Powell back in the lineup. He'll bat sixth, play first base. Batting seventh, doing the catching, Ray Fosse. In right field, batting eighth, Charlie Spikes. Batting ninth, second baseman, Dwayne Kuiper. Can the Indians take it back to the Bronx? We shall see. The dice gods will tell us. You know what? We got to move this over here, and we'll take the extra pens. We almost ran out of pen colors in the last game. Slide that way. All right, that's it. We hit the camera. Apologize. How's the sound quality? Hope it's well. So Rivers is here. Doc Ellis, excuse me. All right, so Mickey Rivers. Jim Bibby finishes up his warm-up tosses. Can Cleveland take game 2? Send it back to New York for a deciding game 3. Who will win the East region of the 1970 American League East region of the 1976 Bicentennial Tournament? We shall find out in either this game or the next. All right, leading off things for the Yankees, left-hand batting center fielder Mick the Quick, Mickey Rivers. Bibby is a right-handed hurler. Fosse sets the target. You want to keep Rivers off the base paths. Here's the pitch to Mickey Rivers. 2's gone wild. That's a 2-4 off the Rivers card. Right-handed pitcher. So a 2 and a 4 popped up right side. Chased high. Kuiper makes the catch. Rivers is retired for out number 1. So that's a pop out to Dwayne Kuiper at second. 1 out for the Yankees second baseman, Willie Randolph. Righty-righty matchup. The windup and the pitch from Bibby to Randolph. We're looking at a 5-9 off the Bibby card. So you have a 5 and a 9. Ground ball to short. Larvel Blanks is a 4E16. That's a 13. He charges. Quick release to first. What a stretch by Powell. They just nip Willie Randolph. 2 down. Nice play all the way around. Blanks and Powell. 2 outs, base is empty for the New York Yankees. Top of the first, Yankee captain and catcher Thurman Munson steps to the plate. To Sunken, 007. How you doing? Hope all is well. How is the sound quality? The pitch to Munson, trying to keep the inning alive. Munson with a 2-8. 2-8, and that's just what he'll do. Munson takes the fastball right up the middle to center. Sound quality is good. Thank you, Dave Volsky and Tersunken 007. So a single for Thurman Munson. 2 outs. Munson at first. They will hold him on. Actually, you know what? Powell already has a horrific range at 4. Munson's only a 1 through 12. They're going to play behind Munson. So he'll be a +2, 1 through 14 when advancing on the base paths. Chris Chambliss steps to the plate, digs in the left-hander's batter's box. Fosse goes through the signs. Bibby nods his head. The pitch to Chris Chambliss off the Bibby card, left-handed batter, 4-3. A 4 and a 3 is a fly ball to center field. Manning goes back a bit to his left, makes the catch. Let's just double-check that. 4-3 center field out. So the 2-out single doesn't hurt. Chambliss goes to the bench to grab his glove. We go to the bottom of the first. No score here in Cleveland at the Mistake by the Lake Municipal Stadium. A good inning for Bibby. Philip Reynolds, how you doing? Hope all is well. Doc Ellis on the mound for the Yankees. Ellis to face Manning, Blanks, Cardi. If anyone gets on, George Hendrick, the cleanup hitter. All righty, here's Doc Ellis. Again, his point of weakness starts in the 8th, the check for it. Ellis is a right-handed hurler. Ellis is a 0 hold. Munson is a -2 arm. Again, the way I do steals, I just go off the pitcher hold, the catcher arm. I don't do the extra hold rating. That's what I do. That's the way I like to play it. Rick Manning steps into the left-hander's batter's box. A pitch from Doc Ellis to the Indians center fielder. Manning off the Manning card, 210, right-handed pitcher. You have a 2, you have a 10. That's a chopper to second. Randolph up with it. Throws to Chambliss, 1 down. The Yankees fill up one game 1 in 17 innings. Roy White with the walk-off homer. 1 out for the Indian shortstop. Larvell blanks. Righty-righty matchup. Munson goes through the signs. The pitch from Doc Ellis to blanks. 3-7 off the blanks card. 3-7. Hard hit ball to short. Fred Chicken Stanley is up with it. Throws to first, 2 away. Two outs, base is empty for the Cleveland Indians designated hitter Rico Carty. Pitch homeward bound to Carty. We have a 6-11 right-handed batter, 6-11 fly ball right field to Oscar Gamble. Oscar Gamble is a 4-7. That's a 19. Before I say he makes the catch, let's make sure, because 18s have some weird stuff. So a 19 on the, no, that's going to drop in. It's going to drop in, slicing away from Gamble. He is a 4 range on a 19. 4 range on the 19. That's a single. Rico Carty keeps the inning alive for George Hendrick. Two outs. Carty, they'll play behind Carty. He's a horrific base runner when it comes to his speed is poor. 1 through 8, but 2 outs plus 2, so 1 through 10. George Hendrick awaits the Ellis offering. Pitch homeward bound. Carty will be off on contact. 4-9 to George Hendrick, right-handed batter. 4-9, single 1 through 18. It is a single, 1 star. Carty holds at second, so back-to-back singles to center. Well, 1 to right, excuse me. Now this one to center with 2 outs. Have 2 Indians on the base paths. 2 outs, 2 on for the Cleveland third baseman, Buddy Bell. Tribe trying to take an early lead here in the bottom of the first. Yankees did not score in the top. The pitch to Buddy Bell from Doc Ellis off the Ellis card. Right-handed batter. We have a 4 and an 8. So you go 4-8. That's a walk. The bases are juiced. Indians looking for some 2-out magic. Carty to third. Hendrick to second. Bell with the free pass to first. So after getting 2 ground ball outs, single to Carty and Hendrick, Bell walks. Bases juiced for Boog Powell. The crowd's going boog, boog. They want to see something big by the former star of the Baltimore Orioles. Munson goes out to have an angry word with Doc Ellis back behind the plate. The pitch homeward bound to Boog Powell off the Doc Ellis card. 6-5, 6-5 ground ball to short, Fred Chicken Stanley. He's a 3-12. 12 for the shortstop. We go to the error check, and we go to the error check, and he's an E12. 8 on the E12. 5 through 10, Stanley makes the play. Diving stop by Fred Chicken Stanley. Pops up, throws low to first. Scooped out of the dirt by Chambliss. The Tribe leave him loaded. Nice play by Fred Chicken Stanley, a Billy Martin favorite. We are through 1 here in Cleveland, no score. If the Indians win, it forces the deciding game 3 back in the Bronx at Yankee Stadium. If the Yankees win here at the Mistake by the Lake, it is done. They are the East Region, American League East Region final winner, and they will await the other 3 regions. Due up for the Indians, for the Yankees in the top of the second, White Nettles, Piniella. If anyone gets on, Oscar Gamble. Jim Bibby back on the mound for the Tribe. Hopefully everyone's doing well on this Saturday. You got some playoff football on. Hopefully if you're watching playoff football, you're also listening to me or vice versa. I'd like to say thank you again to Philip Reynolds, to Sunken007, Dave Volsky, who are in the press booth, a.k.a. the chat. So Bibby will face Roy White. Roy White went from GOAT to hero. The horrific two-base error in the eighth that opened the floodgates, allowing the Indians to score 3 runs and tie the game. But then, at almost 2 a.m. in the morning, 17th inning, in an epic, the infamous Al Red Sox fan saying, "Thank God," when Roy White hit the walk-off homer. And the Yankees won 6-5. Here's the pitch to Roy White, switch hitter batting lefty off the right-handed hurling Jim Bibby. It's going to go off the Bibby card. And we have a 4-11 left-handed batter. So you have a 4-11 single to center by Roy White. He's an A stealer. He's going to be going. Bibby is a +3. Fosse's a 0. So an A stealer to second. 1 through 15, 1 through 18. There goes Roy White. He is safe. Any type of walk or single, these guys are going to be going to second. Now, if he wants to steal third, that's 1 through 13. But Greg Nettles is up. He will not attempt to steal third. And no one really gets held on at second. I've already explained that. You know, they run over and they run away. That's not holding a runner on. I don't do holding players on at second. Because in reality, they really don't hold runners on. Here's Greg Nettles. Another left-handed stick that Bibby must face. Runner at second, no outs. Pitch homered bound to Greg Nettles, the Yankee third baseman. Yankees trying to grab the lead here in the top of the second. 5-7 off the Bibby card. You have a 5, you have a 7. That's a ground ball to second base. Dwayne Kuiper for the Indians is a 2E12. That is an 18 for Kuiper. Ground ball A, and the runner, I have the runner advance, even though it says not to, because it's a ball hit to second. Right side, runner moves to third. That works both ways for each team. Nettles is retired 4-3. Kuiper to Powell. Runner at third, 1 out for Sweet Lou Piniella. The Indians will give up the run for the out. The pitch to Piniella, White at third. 2's gone wild. 2-4 off the Piniella card. 2-4. Slowly hit ball to second. Ground ball C. The run will score. White races in, slides in safely. No throw. They went to first. Kuiper pivoted and fired to Powell. The Yankees lead 1-0. So that's a 4-3 ground out with Piniella picking up a ribby. 2 outs, base is empty, 1-0 New York. Oscar Gamble, the right fielder, steps to the left-hander's batter's box for the Yankees. Bibby looks in. Fosse sets the target. The pitch to Oscar Gamble off the Bibby card. Left-handed batter. We have a 5-8 ground ball to second. Backhanded by Kuiper. He pivots, throws to Powell. The side is retired. So the single and the stolen base. Then the ground ball to the right side by Nettles. Another ground ball by Piniella to the right side. Scores Roy White. We go to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Yankees. Due up for the Indians, trailing by 1. Bottom third of their order. Fosse spikes Kuiper. The Tribe left them loaded in the bottom of the first. As Doc Ellis, after a stern scolding from Thurman Munson, the Yankee captain, wiggled out of it. So the Tribe trail by 1. Ellis is done with his warm-up tosses. Oops. Hold on a second. Why are you there, Mr. Nettles? What happened? Roy White. Yes. Okay. Just didn't pick them up. All right. They're in the right order. Okay. Beautiful. All right. Here's Ray Fosse, the Indians catcher. There is some question on whether Fosse and Munson would catch after 17 innings, but they're catching. The pitch from Ellis to Ray Fosse, righty-righty matchup. Fosse batted over 300 in 1976 for the Tribe. And we have a 4-6 off the Ellis card, right-handed batter. So 4-6, ground ball to third. Nettles has it, cross the diamond to Chambliss. Fosse's retired 5-3. 1 down for Cleveland. Number 8 batter, Charlie Spikes, steps to the plate. Righty-righty matchup. Munson sets the target. The pitch to Spikes from Doc Ellis off the Ellis card. We're looking at a 5-11. 5-11 single to left. So Spikes at first. Ellis is a 0, but Munson's a -2, and he's a D stealer. They're going to play behind Spikes, so advancing on the base paths, he'll be a +1. 1 out for Dwayne Kuiper, left-hand batting second baseman for the Tribe. Yankees looking to turn 2 up the middle. Ellis pays no attention to Spikes at first. Chambliss is playing behind him. The pitch to Dwayne Kuiper off the Kuiper card, right-handed pitcher, 2-8. So you have a 2 and an 8. Hard hit ball to short. Stanley to Randolph. He pivots, fires to Chambliss. Double play, inning over. 6-4-3. The Chicken Man. Nice job by Fred Chicken Stanley. We go to the top of the third, 1-0 Yankees. Due up for New York, Stanley, who just started that double play. Then the top of the order, Mickey Rivers, Willie Randolph. Jim Bibby, the right-handed hurler for the Tribe, back up on the bump. Fred Chicken Stanley will be the first to do battle with Bibby. Bibby to Stanley to lead off things here in the top of the third. 1-10 off the Stanley card, right-handed pitcher. 1-10. Stanley grounds to his counterpart. Blanks. He throws to Powell. Stanley's retired 6-3. 1 down for the Yankees. Top of the order, Mickey Rivers 0-1. Rivers in that left-hander's batter's box. You do not want to let him get on. He's a double-A stealer, as well as Willie Randolph on deck. Bibby shakes off Fosse. Now he nods his head. The leg kick delivery to Mickey Rivers. 2-11. 2-11. They jammed him. So Bibby wanted to go in high and tight. Mickey Rivers jams, pops it up, foul territory to the left of Fosse. Fosse tosses his mask to the right, waits for it to come down, squeezes it. Rivers is 0-2. He's popped out to second, and now popped out to Ray Fosse. 2 down. No one on for the Yankees second baseman, Willie Randolph. 0-1 is Willie. The pitch to the right-hand batting Willie Randolph. 1-5 off the Randolph card. Right-handed pitcher. 1-5 single. Right back up the middle through the wickets of Jim Bibby. The center fielder, Manning, has it, throws it back in. The dangerous speedster Willie Randolph at first. He will be going. He's a double-A stealer. 1-17. You have a +3, and he will steal without a throw, because that goes to 20. It's just the way I play it. So he's at second with 2 outs. Thurman Munson at the plate. 1 through 11 plus 3 is 14, but they're going to let Munson swing the stick. He singled in his first at-bat. Yankees up 1-0. Randolph, an excellent base runner, is a +2 with 2 outs, so that's 1 through 18 when advancing on the base paths. The pitch to the Yankee captain, Thurman Munson, 1-3. What will it be? We shall see on the 1-3. 1-3. Bibby comes in high and tight. Munson pops up to the left side in foul territory. Bell coming over, but it's Ray Fosse screaming for it. He squeezes it with 2 hands. The side is retired. So Bibby again comes in high and tight, glares at Munson. Munson glares at Bibby. They're not exchanging pleasantries right now. We go to the bottom of the third, 1-0 New York. If the Yankees win, they win the American League East region of the 1976 Bicentennial Tournament. If the Indians win, they will force the deciding Game 3 back in New York. For the Tribe, top of the order to face Doc Ellis, Manning, Blanks, Carty. If anyone gets on, George Hendrick. 1-0 New York here at Cleveland Municipal Stadium. Affectionately called the Mistake by the Lake. Rick Manning, 0 for 1. He grounded to second. Ellis to Manning. 2-12. Right-handed pitcher off the Manning card. So you have a 2, you have a 12. That's a chopper to Willie Randolph at second. He'll throw to first. Manning is retired once again with a ground out to Randolph. 1 out. Bottom of the third. 1-0 Yankees. Larvell Blanks, the Indian shortstop, is 0 for 1. Here's the pitch to Blanks from Doc Ellis. Righty-righty matchup. Ellis fires in a 5-8. 5-8. A chance for a triple. 1-2. It is a single to center. Blanks is a D-stealer. E-stealer, actually. He will not be held on. 1 out, 1 on. Chambliss playing behind Blanks. Rico Carty steps to the plate. Carty singled, reached all the way to third in the top of the first, or the bottom of the first, excuse me. The Tribe had them loaded, but could not score when Boog Powell grounded to a diving Fred Stanley, who popped up and threw Powell out at first. 1 out, 1 on. Ellis to Rico Carty. 5-11. Righty-righty matchup. So you have a 5, you have an 11. Single to left. Roy White has a +3 arm. Blanks is a 1 through 13. He was not being held on. So that's another +1. One through 17. They're going to send him. The throw by White to Nettles. He's out! Unbelievable. Let's do the math again. Did I mess that up? So he has a +3 arm. That's 16. Plus they weren't holding him on, and it's under 2 outs, so it's only a +1. 17. Roy White with an accurate, quick throw to Nettles. Might not have been strong, but it was accurate and quick. That is out number 2 as Nettles applies the tag, so he is out. 7-5. 2 down. Rico Carty at first. 1 through 17. You got to take the shot there. The slow-footed Carty at first. George Hendrick coming to the plate. He also singled in the first. Indians fans are in shock and chagrin that Roy White throws out Larvell Blanks. I mean, White was coming in on the ball, Blanks had a good read on it, a good turn at second. It was just a quick, accurate throw by Roy White with Nettles applying the tag. So 2 outs to George Hendrick. Cardi at first. They're playing behind Cardi. Pitch homeward bound from Ellis to Hendrick off the George Hendrick card. It's a 1-8. 1-8 hard hit ball to Stanley at short. He knocks it down, picks it up, throws to Chambliss. The side is retired. Roy White, big throw from left field to nail Blanks at third, change the tide of the bottom of the third. We go to the top of the fourth, still 1-0 New York. If the Yankees win, they are the American League East Region winner in the Bicentennial Tournament of 1976. To the top of the fourth we go. For New York, it's Chambliss, White, Nettles. If anyone gets on, Sweet Lou Piniella. 1 through 17, you gotta go. And I rolled an 18. So here's Jim Bibby for the Tribe, trying to keep it a 1-run deficit. The Yankees trying to increase their lead. Chambliss, 0 for 1. He flew out to Manning in center. The pitch to the left-hand batting Chris Chambliss. From the right-hand hurling Jim Bibby. It is a 2-2. How do you do? So a 2-2 hard hit ball to first. Powell's up with it. And even at this advanced age, he wins the foot race to the bag, retiring his counterpart, Chris Chambliss. 1 down. 1 out for Roy White, who has singled and scored the only run and threw out Larvell Blanks, as we just witnessed in the bottom of the third at third. That basically took the Indians out of a possible big inning. Switch hitting White digs into the left-hander's batter's box. Bibby has the sign from Fosse. He kicks and deals to Roy White. We're looking at a 2-7 to Roy White. 2-7, hard hit ball to first. Powell once again wins the foot race to the bag. 2 ground balls to Boog Powell, 2 outs. Indians throw it around the infield. Base is empty for Greg Nettles. He's 0 for 1. He grounded to second. Nettles awaits the Bibby offering from the left-hander's batter's box. The pitch from Bibby to Greg Nettles off the Nettles card. We're looking at a 3-10 right-handed pitcher. 3-10, 1 through 13. It's gone. It's a double off the wall in right center. So Nettles just missed. Yep. 1 through 13 homer. Higher than that, double. We rolled a 15. Just missed giving the Yankees a 2-0 lead. He stands at second with 2 outs for Sweet Lou Piniella. Nettles will be off on contact. It'll be a +2 runner, 1 through 14. Pinella's 0 for 1. 1-0 Yankees. They're threatening to put another digit up on the board here in the top of the fourth. Nettles takes his lead from second. Bibby to Piniella with 2 down. 6-5 right-handed batter off the Bibby card. You have a 6. You have a 5. It's a chopper to short. Blanks, charges, throws to first. The side is retired. The 2-out double does no damage. We go to the bottom of the fourth here in Cleveland. 1-0 New York. If the Yankees win, they take the best out of 3 series 2-0. And the American League East Region Final in the 1976 Bicentennial Tournament. If the Indians rally to victory, we go back to the Bronx for the deciding Game 3. Doc Ellis and the Yankees nursing a 1-run lead here in Cleveland. Bottom of the fourth. For the Tribe, it will be Bell, Powell, Fosse. If anyone gets on, Charlie Spikes, the right fielder. Buddy Bell, 0 for 1. He grounded to Stanley at short, who made a hell of a diving stop with the bases loaded, throwing Bell out. The pitch to Buddy Bell from Doc Ellis. Off the Bell card, right-handed pitcher, 1-7, 1-7. Fly ball deep to center, but not deep enough. Going back, making the catch at the warning track, Mickey Rivers. Bell is now 0 for 2. One down, bottom of the fourth. For the left-handed batting, Boog Powell. Powell, 0 for 1. He awaits the Ellis offering. The pitch to Boog Powell. Off the Powell card, right-handed pitcher, 3-5. A 3 and a 5. Ground ball to short. Rinse and repeat. Stanley to Chambliss. Second time, Powell's grounded out to the Yankees shortstop. 2 away. Base is empty. For the right-hand batting, Cleveland Indians catcher, Ray Fosse. Fosse's 0 for 1. He grounded hard to third. Ellis looks in. Munson sets the target. The pitch to Ray Fosse. 1-4 to Ray Fosse. 1-4. 1 through 18 is a single. It is a single up the middle. Ray Fosse's at first. Inning stays alive for Charlie Spikes, who did single in his first at-bat in the second. Fosse will be off on contact. They're going to play behind Fosse. He's only a 1 through 8 runner, but with 2 outs, he's a +2, 1 through 10. Charlie Spikes has a little bit of pop. Munson shifts the defense for the Yankees, now back behind the plate. Goes through the signs. Ellis nods his head. The pitch to Charlie Spikes, 3-11 off the Spikes card, right-handed pitcher. That's a chopper to Willie Randolph at second. He quickly flips to Chambliss. The side is retired. The 2-out single goes no further. We're through 4 here in Cleveland. 1-0 New York. American League East Region Finals. Again, the Yankees win. They take the American League East. Due up for the Yankees in the top of the 5th. We're looking at Gamble, Stanley, top of the order, Mickey Rivers. Top of 5th is Jim Bibby's point of weakness check. The Indians do have some action in their bullpen. 1-0 New York. Oscar Gamble's 0 for 1. Bibby kicks and deals to Gamble. 3-5 off the Gamble card, right-handed pitcher. So you have a 3-5 swing and a miss. He chased high and away. First strikeout recorded by either pitcher, and that comes in the top of the 5th by Bibby. 1 down. Good start for Bibby in his point of weakness check inning. Number 9 batter, Fred Chicken Stanley, 0 for 1. The pitch to Stanley. Bibby tosses in a 2-10. 2-10, grounder to short. Blanks to Powell. 2 down. Second time, Stanley's grounded out to his counterpart, Larvell Blanks. 2 outs, base is empty. Top of the order, Mickey Rivers. Rivers has popped to second and popped to Fosse, the catcher. Bibby has come in high and tight twice. Fosse sets up inside. Now pops the glove towards the outside, looking for Rivers to chase down and away. 5-9, left-handed batter. 5-9. He reaches, slaps it towards short, and Larvell Blanks. Blanks is a 4E16. 7. Blanks charges, barehands it, throws low to first, scooped out of the dirt by Boog Powell. They just nip a very upset, jumping up and down Mickey Rivers. The side is retired. What a nice play by Larvell Blanks. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 1-0 Yankees. So Bibby gets through the point of weakness inning. He'll go another inning. Both bullpens were heavily used in Game 1, an epic that went 17 innings before Roy White went from GOAT to hero with his walk-off homer in the bottom of the 17th after the horrific two-base error in the 8th that allowed the Indians to score 3 runs and tie it at 5. For the Indians against Doc Ellis, whose point of weakness inning doesn't start doesn't start till the 8th. It's going to be the number 9 batter, Dwayne Kuiper. Then the top of the order, Rick Manning. Larvel blanks. If anyone gets on, the DH, Rico Cardi. Kuiper grounded into a double play that ended the second. Here's the pitch to the left-hand batting Dwayne Kuiper from the right-handed hurling Doc Ellis of the Yankees. It's a 4-4 off the Ellis card, left-handed batter. So a 4 and a 4, fly ball center field. Mickey Rivers, as it's a range error check, is a 3E7. That's a 13. I believe we're going to go to the error check. No, we are not. Rivers coming in, starts to go back, spins one way, spins the other way, tumbles and makes the catch, retiring Dwayne Kuiper. That ball carried off the bat of Kuiper. Kuiper's now 0 for 2. Rivers with a wry smile on his face as he tosses the ball back in. Top of the order with 1 out, Rick Manning. Manning is grounded to second twice. Manning 0 for 2. The pitch from Ellis to Manning. 1-6 to Rick Manning off the Manning card, right-handed pitcher. We have a 1. We have a 6 to single to center field. Rick Manning is now 1 for 3. Manning is a B stealer. They will hold him on. If we attempted to steal second, Ellis is a 0 hold, but Munson's a -2. So 1 through 13 -2 is 11. Manning's not going anywhere with 1 out. Here's the pitch to Larvel blanks. Before we do that, we have to switch cards. Bottom of the 5th, 1-0 Yankees. The pitch to blanks from Doc Ellis, 4-8. Right-handed batter, 4-8. That is a walk. Tying run moves into scoring position. That's Rick Manning at second. Blanks now 1 for 2, but on base twice. Remember, it was Blanks who was thrown out at third on a 1 through 17 chance we rolled in 18 by Roy White. So first and second, 1 out for the dangerous Rico Cardi. Cardi is 2 for 2. He has 2 singles. On deck, the dangerous George Hendrick. Going to the mound once again, a very angry Thurman Munson to curse at Doc Ellis. Ellis curses back at Munson. There might be a fight right here on the mound between these two Bronx Bombers. Chambliss comes on to the mound to restore order. Players back to their position. Cardi awaits the Ellis offering. 1 out, 2 on. Pitch homeward bound to Rico Cardi. It's a 1-10. 1-10. Line shot to third. Nettles leaps and makes the catch. Quickly scrambling back to second. Diving in head first. Hand first is Rick Manning. What a play by Greg Nettles on the 1-10. Two down now. The Indians just cannot find or catch a break. Can they find or catch that break off the bat of George Hendrick, their left fielder? Hendrick 1 for 2. He singled and grounded to short. 2 outs, 2 on. Manning will be a +2 runner at second, 1 through 18. Blanks will be a +2 runner at first, 1 through 15. Doc Ellis takes a deep breath, arms down to his chest. The pitch to George Hendrick off the Hendrick card. Right-handed pitcher, 3-11. 3-11. He chops it towards second. Randolph charges on the infield grass, pivots, throws to first. The Tribe leave 2 on. The side is retired. Another goose egg inning for Doc Ellis and the Yankees. We go to the top of the 6th, 1-0 New York. New York took game 1 of the best of 3 in the American League East Region Final, the 1976 Bicentennial Tournament, in 17 innings with the walk-off homer by Roy White. If they win this, they will await the winner of the American League West region, which has not started yet. Bibby, again, goes to a point of weakness check here in the top of the 6th. Philip says, what is my longest baseball game? That was pretty long, 17 innings. Card and dice. I did have one playing. Oh, God, what was that baseball game called? I can't remember, but it was a lot of extra dice rolls. It was between the Red Sox and I want to say the Yankees. I could have that wrong. And that was a long game, too. And the Red Sox won that. That was a while ago. I've had some long games on the PC for innings. But I think that was one of my longest, Phillips. Yes. All right, here we go. To the top of the 6th, 1-0 Yankees. For New York to face Bibby, the right-handed hurling tribesman on the mound. It will be Randolph, Munson, and Chambliss. The pitch to Willie Randolph from Jim Bibby, righty-righty matchup. We have a 6-7. 6-7 off the Bibby card. Possible single 1 through 7. Making a step and a dive is Larvell Blanks. Does he make the catch? Yes, he does. Larvell Blanks robs Willie Randolph of a hit. Randolph now 1 for 3. One out, no one on. 1-0 Yankees, top of the 6th. The Yankee captain, Thurman Munson, 1 for 2. His one hit was a single. The windup and the pitch from Bibby to Munson. 3-8 off the Munson card. 3-8. Grounder to Buddy Bell at third. He'll throw to Powell, 2 away. Jim Bibby pitching a gem so far. How did the Yankees get their only run? Well, White singled. I forgot to mark the steal. Then he stole second. Advanced to third on the ground ball right side by Nettles. Advanced home on the slowly hit ball off the bat of Piniella to second. Thus, the only run of the game, 1-0 Yankees. 2 down for Chris Chambliss, the cleanup hitter. Left-hand batting first baseman for the Bronx Bombers. Bibby to Chambliss. 2 outs, no one on. Off the Chambliss card, right-handed pitcher. 3-5. A 3 of 5 is either a triple or a double. 1 through 8 is a triple. It is a double to right center field. First hit for Chambliss. He's now 1 for 3. That gets the line moving to Roy White. As we stated, White scored the only run. He has singled, stole a base, scored, and also grounded to first. He is 1 for 2. Chambliss will be a +2 runner at second, 1 through 14. The pitch to the switch-hitting Roy White from Jim Bibby off the White card. 3-8, right-handed pitcher. 3-8 is a walk. First and second, 2 outs. If Bibby gives up a walk or hit here, it's point of weakness check. Nettles is 1 for 2. He's doubled. This will probably be the last batter Bibby faces. Or do you go to Dave LaRoche right here, right now? Again, all relievers except for Doyle Alexander and Kern. Alexander for the Yankees, Kern for the Indians. They can't pitch in this game. All relievers. Point of weakness check starts an inning earlier. Dick Tidrow, except for Dick Tidrow from New York. So this is a big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 on. Do you want to go lefty-lefty here? With LaRoche. LaRoche pitched 3 innings. In his last outing, And again, there's no tomorrow. There's no tomorrow for the Indians. He didn't give up any runs. Your losing pitcher was Kern for Cleveland. The winning pitcher for the Yankees was Alexander in that 17-inning epic that saw Roy White hit the walk-off homer. LaRoche, good for 3 innings. So again, his point at weakness check would start in his second inning, full inning of relief. They're going to go to Dave LaRoche. Jim Kern, again, not available for the Indians, but they're going to go lefty-lefty here. So Jim Bibby gave the Indians 5 2/3 innings. He got the first 2 outs here in the top of the 6th, then a double and a walk, and that's it for Bibby. He can only lose it. He can't win it. So Bibby went 5 2/3. LaRoche will come in. Again, this is tournament play. You're an elimination game. They cannot give up any more runs here, the Indians. So LaRoche is coming in with 2 outs in the top of the 6th. Bibby's day is done. He kept the Indians in the game, but again, he's responsible for those 2 runners on. Dave LaRoche is done with his warm-up tosses. He'll face Greg Nettles. Fosse has a quick word with LaRoche back behind the plate. 2 outs, 2 on. Chambliss at second. White, the speedster, at first. If Nettles finds a gap, White might be able to score all the way from first. LaRoche to Nettles. Off the LaRoche card. Lefty-lefty matchup. That's a 6-6. Get your kicks on Route 66. A 6 and a 6. Swing and a miss. LaRoche strikes him out. The Yankees strand 2. LaRoche pumps his fist. Tribes fans acknowledge Dave LaRoche. They give him a standing ovation. So the book is closed on Bibby. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Bibby only gave up 1 run, and it was earned. He also struck out 1. Bottom of the 6th, 1-0 Yankees. Now, had we left Bibby in, that was a 6-6. Would have been a walk. See if we left Bibby in. And I hit the camera again. Philip Reynolds just had a 14-inning game using History Maker Baseball Express. Who won and who played? Philip. All right, so Piniella will lead things off in the top of the 7th. LaRoche will stay in the game. And again, he can only go. We're not counting that as an inning. So in his second inning of relief, we'll start his point of weakness check. Doc Ellis back to the bump, tossing a shutout for the Yankees as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Due up for Cleveland, Bell, Powell, Fosse. If anyone gets on, Charlie Spikes. Yankees throw it around the infield, get it back to Ellis on the mound. The pitch to Buddy Bell, who's 0 for 1 with a walk. Ellis deals Buddy Bell a 6'10" right-handed batter off the Ellis card. So 6'10", ground ball to Stanley at short. He'll throw to Chambliss. Buddy Bell's now 0 for 2 with a walk. 1 down in the Cleveland bottom of the 6th. That brings up the left-handed Boog Powell, who's 0 for 2. He's grounded to Fred Chicken Stanley twice. The pitch to Powell from Doc Ellis, a 1-5. 1-5. Guess what he's going to do? A hard two-hopper to Stanley. Stanley throws to first. Powell's now 0 for 3. Philip Reynolds says Nashville versus Cleveland 4-3. Is that the fictional league? As there is no professional team in Nashville. Or minor leagues. I don't know. So that's always a fun game, right? You had fun with it, Philip. That's all that matters. If you're watching, feel free to jump in the press booth, a.k.a. the chat, and join Philip Reynolds, Dave Volsky, and Tosunkin 007. I greatly appreciate everyone's time here. So with 1 out, Ray Fosse 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded to third. Ellis to Fosse, righty-righty matchup. 2-5 off the Fosse card. 2-5 single to left. Fosse picks up his second hit in as many at-bats. He's now 2 for 3. Tying run at first, the slow-footed Fosse. Here in the bottom of the 6th, 1-0 Yankees. If the Yankees win, they take the American League East region of the Bicentennial 1976 tournament. They will await the American League West region winner. That tournament will start at the conclusion of this tournament. 1 out, 1 on for Charlie Spikes. Spikes has singled and grounded to Willie Randolph at second. Munson sets the defense, now back behind the plate, squats down. He awaits the Ellis offering. The pitch to Charlie Spikes off the Ellis card. Right-handed batter. We have a 6-9, a 6 and a 9. There's the double play ball. A hard one-hopper to Stanley. He sticks with it, flips to Randolph on to Chambliss. The side is actually, there were 2 outs, so that's just Stanley to first. The side is retired. I forgot it. Bell grounded out. So Stanley gets all 3 ground balls. The 2-out single by Fosse does nothing. We're through 6 here in Cleveland. We go to the top of the 7th, 1-0 New York. Philip Reynolds says this is the Leap 20XX set. Has 2 expansion teams, Nashville and San Antonio or Austin. Oh, very cool. Very cool. Top of the 7th for New York. Piniella, Gamble, Stanley to face Dave LaRoche in relief of Bibby. Bibby gave up 1 run in 5 2/3 innings. So here's Dave LaRoche. Point of weakness check for LaRoche will start in the next inning. Unless he gives up X amount of runs, then he hits point of weakness. 1-0 Yankees. They look to increase that lead with Piniella, Gamble, and Stanley. The pitch to Sweet Lou Piniella from Dave LaRoche, lefty-righty matchup. Off the Piniella card, we're looking at a 1-7 left-handed pitcher. 1-7, fly ball to center field. Going back, reaching up is Rick Manning. Piniella is retired. He is 0 for 3. 1 out for Oscar Gamble. Gamble is struck out and grounded to second. 0 for 2. Lefty-lefty matchup. The pitch to Oscar Gamble. 2's gone wild. We have a 2-4. 2-4 single to center. So Oscar Gamble fights off a tough pitch, bloops it to center. It drops in front of Rick Manning. 1 out, 1 on for Fred Chicken Stanley. He's grounded to short twice. Gamble is a C stealer. LaRoche is a guy. Oh, he's -2 on the hold, so that's actually good. So LaRoche is -2 for E44. So bad range on the mound and pretty much an automatic error if it goes to an error check if the ball is hit to him. So Gamble at first. They'll hold him on with 1 out, which makes Boog Powell's range go from a 4 to a 5. That is horrific. LaRoche to Gamble. LaRoche to Stanley. 1-7. Gamble's at first. 1-7. Left-handed pitcher. That's a walk. LaRoche struggling here. Gamble advances to second. 1 out, 2 on, top of the order for Mickey Rivers. Rivers 0 for 3. LaRoche needs to regroup here. Takes a deep breath, arms down to his chest. The pitch to Mick the Quick. Off the LaRoche card, left-handed batter. We're looking at a 4-6. 4-6, swing and a miss. He chased high and away. Second strikeout for LaRoche. 2 outs, 2 on for the right-hand batting Willie Randolph. 1-0 New York. Gamble will be off on contact. So will Stanley. They'll both be +2 runners. Gamble 1 through 16. Stanley 1 through 14. Randolph looking for a clutch hit. The pitch to Willie Randolph from Dave LaRoche. 4-5. Right-handed batter off the LaRoche card. 4-5. Strike 3 looking. He paints the inside corner. Randolph balks at that. Fosse did a beautiful job framing it. Billy Martin screaming from the dugout. The Yankees strand 2. LaRoche strikes out 2. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 1-0 New York. If the Yankees win, they are the East Region winners of the 1976 Bicentennial Tournament. They will await the winner of the West in the American League. Point of weakness check for LaRoche next inning. 1-0. Another tight game between these two teams. Doc Ellis back to the mound, throwing a shutout. He'll face the number 9 batter, left-hand batting Dwayne Kuiper, then the top of the order, lefty Rick Manning, right-handed batting shortstop Larvell Blanks. One nothing New York. Kuiper, 0 for 2. He's banged into a 6-4-3 double play and flown out to center in his at-bats. Ellis to Dwayne Kuiper. The left-handed batting Kuiper has a 4-7 off the Ellis card, so you go 4-7, fly ball to center field. Waiting for it, making the catch, Mickey Rivers. Second time Kuiper's flown out to Rivers. 1 down here in the bottom of the 7th. Top of the order, Rick Manning. Manning is 1 for 2. His 1 hit. Last at-bat was a single. Prior to that, he grounded out twice to Willie Randolph. The windup and the pitch from Ellis to Rick Manning. We're looking at a 5'9" left-handed batter off the Ellis card. 5'9". Manning has normal power. 1 through 6, it's tied. Is that a leaner? Let's see. It is not a leaner. That is a 9. That's a double off the center field wall. Rick Manning gave it a ride. 6 inches away from tying the game. Instead, it is a 1-out double. Second hit for Manning. Oh, he almost tied it at 1. So Manning, a speedster at second. He'll be a +1. I'm sorry, there's not 2 outs. I'm sorry. He would have been a +2 with 2 outs. So Manning at second. Right now, he's a 1 through 16 runner. Larvell Blanks comes to the plate. Munson goes out to have a word, an angry word with Doc Ellis. Again, pleasantries exchange between the both. Chambliss quickly to the mound, breaking up nearly a fist fight between these two. Munson back behind the plate, pounds the mitt, tells Ellis, "You mother effer, hit the target." The pitch to Larvell Blanks. Can he tie the game or put the Indians ahead? It's off the Blanks card. 3-9. Righty-righty matchup. 3-9. This will tie the game. And it is a single 2 stars. Manning races all the way around from second. Scores. We're knotted at 1. Larvell Blanks claps his hands at first. Munson F-bombs Ellis. Billy Martin not happy at all. It's a 1-1 game here in the bottom of the 7th. Larvell Blanks is a horrific stealer. He'll not be held on. Rico Cardi comes to the plate. Ellis on a very short leash now. Cardi is 2 for 3, 2 singles. Almost had a third single, but Greg Nettles robbed him on a leaping catch at third. The pitch to Rico Cardi off the Ellis card. 4-4. Right-handed batter. Fly ball center field range error check for Mickey Rivers. He's a 3E7. That is an 11. We go to the error check. And again, he is a 3. Oh, that's going to be bad. I think that's a reroll. A 3. Nope. Okay. So this is what happens here. It is a reroll. He's a 3. A 2 equals a 3-base error, which would give the Indians a game. We roll 1 die. 1, 2. It's a 50-50. He either makes a great catch running to the gap, or the ball ticks off his glove for a 3-base error, and the Indians take a 2-1 lead. 1, 2, 3, 3-base error. 4, 5, 6, he makes the great catch. We will roll the white die. It is a 3. It is a horrific error by Willie Randolph, rolling behind him to the center field wall, scoring all the way from first is Blanks. That is an unearned run. Cardi will not get a ribby, so that is an E8, 3 bases. Cardi's at second with only 1 out. The Tribe take the lead 2-1. Once again, outfield play causing Billy Martin a conniption fit. The Yankee manager is going insane as Mickey Rivers could not make the catch. 2-1 Cleveland. Hendrick coming to the plate, and that's it for Doc Ellis. He probably deserved slightly better than that. So the Indians trying to take it back to the Bronx. Another bad outfield play by the Yankees. It was Roy White in Game 1, but he made amends for it with the walk-off homer in the 17th. Coming in to pitch will be Dick Tidrow. Tidrow struggled against Cleveland in Game 1, but with an exhausted bullpen and a 1-0 lead, they're going to go to Tidrow, who only pitched 1 inning, to face George Hendrick. Runner at third, 2-1. The infield will play in. Both starting pitchers are gone. And as we make the write-up, Jim Plunkett will come onto the field. My Jim Plunkett rookie card. I have a Gino Cappelletti card coming. 1965 Topps, which is the 64 season. The year he won the American Football League MVP while playing for the Boston Patriots. All right, so Ellis is done. Ellis went 6 1/3 innings. He's given up 1 run. Well, 2 runs. 1 is earned. Coming in the game, Dick Tidrow. Tidrow is good for 3 innings. Point of weakness check will start in the 3rd inning of relief. Okay. Tidrow is a -1 4E16. Ellis is out of the game. Infield in with 1 out. Update by Philip Reynolds in the chat. Houston up 10-6 near the end of the second against the Chargers. Thank you for that update, my friend. All right, so here's Dick Tidrow to face George Hendrick, 2-1 Indians here in the bottom of the seventh, to the joy of the Tribes fans here at Municipal Stadium, in Cleveland, Ohio. Infield in. Hendrick 1 for 3, a single, 2 ground outs. Cardi, the slow-footed runner at third. The pitch from Tidrow to Hendrick, righty-righty matchup. Off the Dick Tidrow card, we're looking at a 5-9 righty-righty. 5-9, swing and a miss, just what the Yankees wanted. So Dick Tidrow gets Hendrick to strike out. Infield goes back to normal. 2 outs with Cardi at third. Forgot to do it over here. Tidrow, 1 out. Seventh. Infield back to normal. George Hendrick muttering swear words to himself back to the Indians' dugout. That will bring up Buddy Bell. Buddy Bell has walked, flown out, grounded out, thus 0 for 2. Cardi at third, 2 outs. Buddy Bell awaits the Dick Tidrow offering. Here's the pitch from Tidrow to Buddy Bell. Off the Tidrow card, 6-7, right-handed batter. We have a 6. We have a 7. Ground ball to second base, Willie Randolph. Randolph is a 2E25. That is a 6. He should make the play there. And he does. The side is retired. Willie Randolph knocked the ball down, calmly picked it up, tossed to first. Cardi is stranded at third. But the Indians take the lead with 1 earned run and another unearned run. We go to the top of the 8th. Indians trying to take it back to the Bronx for a deciding game 3. It's 2-1 Cleveland, to the joy of Tribes fans here at Municipal Stadium. So the book on Ellis is done. 2 runs, only 1 earned. Ellis struck out none. Indians lead 2-1, top of the 8th. For the Yankees, it will be Munson, Chambliss, White. If anyone gets on, Greg Nettles. Dave LaRoche, point of weakness check. Point of weakness check. So LaRoche to face Thurman Munson with a 2-1 lead. Munson is 1 for 3. The pitch to the Yankee captain, right-hand batting Thurman Munson, from the left-handed tossing Dave LaRoche. Off the LaRoche card, right-handed batter, 6-8. A 6 and an 8 is a fly ball deep to right. Going back at the warning track, making the catch is Charlie Spikes. Munson is retired. 1 down here in the top of the 8th. 2-1 Cleveland. Left-handed batting Chris Chambliss steps to the plate. Last at bat was against Bibby. He doubled. He's 1 for 3. He now goes lefty-lefty matchup with LaRoche. LaRoche to Chambliss off the LaRoche card. And we're looking at a 6-10 left-handed batter. 6-10, it is gone! Chris Chambliss destroys a hanging breaking pitch. He sends it deep to right. Bye-bye, birdie. Bippity, boppity, boom to the moon. Boom goes the ball. Chris Chambliss touches them all. The Yankees have tied it at 2. LaRoche hangs his head in disgust. So do the many Cleveland Indian fans who have packed Municipal Stadium. So a 6-10 lefty-lefty matchup, and Chambliss says, Get the hell out of here. Oh, shoot. Wait a second. Wait a second. Baseball Demos has just corrected me as I looked at the 3 column, 610. That's a ground ball to short. Oh, I had such a good home run call. Disregard, foul ball. The umpires have discussed it. It is a foul ball. Billy Martin comes out to argue, but to no avail. Thank you, Baseball Demos. Why do I constantly cheat for the Yankees? And I don't like them. I did. I went 610 and I looked over here. I should have looked up here. Am I? Is my subconscious a Yankees fan? Oh my God. As Dave Wolski's laughing. That was pretty funny. Thank God for Baseball Demos. I would have just screwed the Indians as I screwed by accident the who'd the Yankees beat? The Brewers. But I still would have had a roll for the home run anyway. All right, so that's a 6-10 after the foul ball. Grounder to Larvell Blanks at short. 2-1 game Indians. 1 out, no one on. That's a ground ball to Blanks. He's a 4E16. That's a 13. He charges. Has it. Quick release to first. Chambliss is retired. 6-3. 2-1 Indians. Thank God. Thank God for instant replay and Baseball Demos. Though that was an epic home run call, right? It was epic. Billy Martin swearing at the umpires. Oh, Martin is going insane, saying words you just can't say on the radio or TV. And it's not Happy Mother's Day. So instead of a 2-2 ball game, Chambliss grounds out. As Baseball Demo says, thankfully you hadn't marked the score sheet. We have instant replay, though. White out. I don't know why I do that sometimes. I mean, I definitely said 6, and I turned and I looked here. Well, we're all human, right? All right, here we go. 2-1 Cleveland, 2 outs, top of the 8th. Al, Red Sox fan, concentrate, damn it. Here's Roy White. Switch hitter, batting righty. LaRoche to Roy White. That is a 6. It's going to go off the LaRoche card. 11, right-handed batter. 6-11, fly ball to right field, and Charlie Spikes. Range error check. He's a 3E5. That's a 4. That's not bueno. I can tell you right now, that's a hit in advance. Not only is it a hit, it's a double down the right field line. Had anyone been on, they would have scored. So a 2-out double by Roy White. And again, that was a 4 on a 3E5. I might wait, it's a hit no matter what. And I might have got the double wrong. No, it's a double right there. I did get that part wrong, though, because it's a double 2 stars. But anyway, there's no one on. A 2-out double by Roy White. He's a speedster. This is point of weakness check for LaRoche. He's only given up 1 hit, though. Greg Nettles, lefty-lefty matchup. Tying run at second for the Yankees. LaRoche to Nettles. 2-6. 2-6. Left-handed pitcher. Off the Nettles card. 2-6. Swing and a miss. Second time LaRoche has gotten Nettles. The 2-out double doesn't hurt. Billy Martin still F-bombing, thinking that he had the tying home run, that the umpires had a meeting, declared it foul. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 2-1 Cleveland. LaRoche will be in point of weakness check again. They're sticking with LaRoche. He's their best. He's exhausted. His arm's nearly falling off, but that's who you're going to stick with. Dick Tidrow comes back on the mound for the Yankees, trying to keep it a 1-run deficit. His point of weakness check doesn't start until his 4th inning of relief. He'll face Powell, Fosse, and Spikes. The pitch to Boog Powell from Dick Tidrow. 5-4, right-handed pitcher. Right-handed batter, excuse me. 5-4. 5-4, shallow fly ball to center. Coming in is Mickey Rivers. Powell is now 0 for 4. 1 out for Ray Fosse, who's 2 for 3. His 2 hits were a single. His first at-bat, grounded to Greg Nettles. The windup and the pitch from Tidrow to Ray Fosse, righty-righty matchup. 4-10. 4-10. Fly ball center field, Mickey Rivers. Rivers had that horrific error that allowed the Indians to take the 2-1 lead in the 7th. Range error check for Mickey Rivers. That's a 2. He's not getting there. He's a 3-E7. That's a double. A 1-out double for Ray Fosse. Fosse's third hit of the game. Tidrow rubbing up the baseball. They're going to stick with Dick Tidrow. Say that 10 times fast. Charlie Spikes is 1 for 3. Fosse's a slow-footed runner at second with 1 out. Tidrow looking to regroup here. Munson sets the target. Righty-righty matchup. The pitch to Charlie Spikes. 6-8 off the Tidrow card. 6-8. That is going to go out to right field. Going back is Gamble. Bluffing is Fosse. He doesn't go. The throw comes into the infield. There's 2 down. So Gamble makes the play in right. It's up to Dwayne Kuiper, who's 0 for 3. 2 fly balls to center. His first at-bat, 6-4-3 double play. Tribe trying to push across a huge insurance run with Fosse at second. We're not going to pinch run for Fosse because the backup catcher is horrific defensively. The pitch to Kuiper off the Tidrow card. Left-handed batter, 4-3. 4-3, ground ball to first, and Chris Chambliss range error check. Chambliss is a 3-E9. That's a 16. I believe he makes the play, and we'll go to the top of the 9th. 16. Chambliss charges it. Pivots. Flips to Tidrow, who wins the foot race to the bag. The 1-out double doesn't hurt. Tidrow does his JOB. We go to the top of the 9th. 2-1 Cleveland. An exhausted Dave LaRoche will try to get 3 outs before the Yankees can score a run. Take this game back to the Bronx, this series, for the deciding Game 3 of the Bicentennial Tournament. Imagine if the Indians can upset the powerhouse 1976 Yankees. All of Ohio will rejoice, except for Cincinnati Reds fans. So LaRoche will face Piniella, probably a pinch hitter for Gamble, and then Fred Chicken Stanley, maybe a pinch hitter for Stanley. Lou Piniella here in the top of the 9th. Piniella is 0 for 3, 2 ground outs and a flyout. He does have the only ribby on the ground ball to second. What happened was Roy White singled in the second, stole second, advanced on the ground ball to the right side by Nettles, and scored on the ground ball by Piniella after he stole second, obviously. 2-1. That's the only Yankees run. LaRoche to Piniella. Off the Piniella card, 3-5, left-handed pitcher. 3-5, single 1 through 9, or a great leaping catch by Larvell Blanks at short. What a play by Larvell Blanks, robbing Piniella of a hit. It's just not the Yankees' day. Oscar Gamble. Do you call Gamble back now? Gamble did single off LaRoche. He has a decent 1 column. And I remember he singled on the 2-4 because I was like, wow. Let's just look quickly at the Yankees. Again, if we make the move, Kern is not available. Otto Velez, I think he's a lefty. No, he's a righty. But then you'd bring a righty in. You'd bring a righty in. Carlos May. We're going to stick with Gamble. We're sticking with Gamble. Billy Martin has Gamble come back to the dugout. Baseball Demo says go with Otto Velez. No, I would, but then I have to go to a right-handed pitcher, and he's horrible. They're going to stick with Gamble. Gamble a bit upset, but Billy Martin says hit the mother effer out of the ballpark. He's looking for that one column. Lefty-lefty matchup. 1 out, no one on. The pitch to Oscar Gamble. Martin says if you hit the homer, I will let you grow your fro out. Unfortunately, it's a 2-8. Ground ball to Powell at first. He'll throw to LaRoche covering the bag. There are 2 down. So that's 3-1. It's up to Fred Chicken Stanley. Stanley has played stellar defense, but he's 0 for 2 at the plate. Did walk in his last at-bat against LaRoche. Prior to that, he grounded twice to his counterpart, Larvel Blanks. They'll call the Chicken Man back. They will call the Chicken Man back. As Baseball Demo says, that's a gamble. They call the Chicken Man back. We're not going to go Otto Velez, that's for sure. Because then we bring in the righty. Fran Healy. God, he stinks. I mean, you can go Carlos May. That's not a bad card. The 2, but that's lefty-lefty, and he's practically an out there. We got to go a right-handed batter here. But if we bring in Otto Velez, they're not going to stick with LaRoche. They wouldn't. Because look, why would you do that? He only has walks on the 1 column. You got to find someone who can hit a freaking right-handed pitcher. Cesar Tovar. Boy. Sandy Alomar. That's not bad. He's got to get the 2 column. And he's a switch hitter. So, Morris Johnson says, bring in Velez. LaRoche gets pulled. Bring in May. You want to play? We'll do that. I don't like doing that. I know you can in real life. All right. For you, Morris Johnson, we shall do that. We bring in, so Billy Martin brings in Otto Velez to pinch hit for Fred Chicken Stanley. Yeah, we lose Velez. The Indians counter. They're going to bring in a righty. The Indians will bring in Stan Thomas. Okay? Otto Velez. And I know you can do this. I just don't like doing. When you're playing against yourself, really. I try to only make one move. Otto Velez is called back by Billy Martin. He's out of the game. We're not even writing it here. So he's done. We're going with what Morris Johnson. I don't even know if you can do that anymore. Can you do that anymore? You could before. I know you could do that before. All right. So they call Velez back. And here comes Carlos May, who Morris Johnson says is going to go yard. Joel Horland 20 says, good call. Again, I realize you can do that, but again, when you're playing as both teams, I try to just make one move. Usually I just stick. Here's Carlos May. So the Stanley's gone. We're going to have to find a shortstop. Otto Velez is gone. That's why we play these games online, for the enjoyment and also the input of the chat. So here's Carlos May. 2 outs, base is empty. May can tie it with one mighty swing. Billy Martin glares at the Indians dugout, declaring they're all stupid mother effers. And now we have to go. We're going to go to orange. All right, so it's going to be Thomas, who's actually pitched quite well for Cleveland in 2 series. Thomas, 2 outs, 9th. Carlos May. So we're going to go Velez, pinch hit, called back. May, pinch hit, 9th. 2 outs. All right, here we go. Here we go. May is a 4E22 according to the computer card. Well, with this card, he's a 5E18 at first. And we're not taking Chambliss out of the game anyway. And he is in the left. We're not taking Roy White out of the game. As Baseball Demo says, Martin still pissed at the home run being taken away. Yes. Again, it was Al, Red Sox fan, making a mistake, actually. But we made it a close home run taken away. So here's Stan Thomas. Cleveland 1 out away from taking it to New York. 1 game apiece. Stan Thomas, who again has pitched well in the 2 series for the Indians. 4-4, he had 7 starts, 6 saves, 2.30 ERA. He would make millions of dollars right now if he played now. Only allowed 5 homers, struck out 54, walked 41 in 106 innings. As a starter, he can go 4, and as a reliever, he can go 4. But because he pitched in game 1, which went 17 innings, his point of weakness check starts after 3 innings, as opposed to, or in the 3rd inning, as opposed to the 4th. All right, so Thomas is done with his warm-up tosses. May is ready, digs in. Fosse has a word with Thomas. Carlos May, let's give you his statistics real quick. 259, 351 at-bats, 13 doubles, 2 triples, 3 homers, 43 ribbies. Martin looking for a boom off the bat of May. Thomas to Carlos May. This could be the ball game. 5. Oh, let's do this first. So this is Carlos May here, and I'll write it in after if he's out. 5, left-handed batter. That's a hard hit ball to second. Kuiper's up with it. He throws to Powell. Cleveland wins game 2, 2-1, thanks to the horrific error by Mickey Rivers in the bottom of the 7th. We go back to the Bronx, knotted at 1 for a deciding game 3. Let's again look at this. Carlos Mays, a left-handed batter. That's a 5. We look on the Stan Thomas card, left-handed batter. It's a 5. It's a ground ball to Kuiper. This game is over. Now, had I stuck with Fred Chicken Stanley, which I was probably going to do, it's still an... All right, so that would have been a righty. 5-5 would have been a strikeout. Didn't matter. Stan Thomas gets the job done. Thomas gets the save. The Indians rejoice. So that 3-base error after they tied it on a legit earned run. It was the 3-base error by Mickey Rivers in center that cost the Yankees the game. Billy Martin might have a fist fight, though he liked Mickey Rivers. He might just curse him out. Your final score, this one doesn't go 17. 2-1 Indians. There'll be one more game in the American League East region final of the 1976 Bicentennial Tournament. All right, so Thomas LaRoche gets the win. LaRoche gets the win. LaRoche went 2/3. So LaRoche went, and he pitched a 1/3 there, so that's a full inning. LaRoche went 3. Thomas goes a 1/3. LaRoche gets the win. Thomas the save. Tough luck loss for Ellis. Tidrow pitched well. Tidrow went 1 2/3. That's 8. Yep, because there's no bottom of the 9th. Geez, player of the game. Player of the game. We're going to give co-players of the game to LaRoche and Thomas out of the pen. 2-1 Cleveland. So that was a fun game. Remember to come back for the deciding game 3 back in New York. Both bullpens will be pretty much all set. Tidrow probably won't pitch. We might give him an earlier point of weakness. I decide that after. But the bullpen should be all set. I mean, again, you're going to pitch these guys. LaRoche pitched these. So, again, we'll give LaRoche probably point of weakness check earlier. Thomas will be all set to go. He only pitched a 1/3 of an inning. Your starters. So that was Bibby. That's their 3 starter. Or is that their 4 starter? It's going to be Catfish Hunter for the Yankees and the number 4 starter for the Indians. Yes, it's going to be Hunter because with the starters, I stick with the strict, sort of strict. I mean, they probably would come back with in reality, they would come back with Eckersley on short rest. So it's Catfish Hunter for the Yankees in the deciding game 3. For the Indians, and I'm not going to go to Eckersley. If the Indians win, it's Eckersley in game 1 against the West, whoever wins that. Jackie Brown, who pitched a hell of a game against the Orioles. It's going to be Jackie Brown. And then the bullpen. And you can use Eckersley out of the pen. So Jackie Brown and then first out of the pen will be Eckersley, which, if they win, will then give them their number 2 starter against whoever wins the West. So that's that. Try to, that way I'm not always, because if it was up to me, it's Eckersley pitching on short rest, but that's kind of like, you got to play it out. You got to give the better teams the benefit of the doubt there, you know? All right, so that was a fun game. Indians win 2-1. As always, we'd like to say thank you. As you see, I don't go nuts with stats. That's just me. Greatly appreciate your time. It was errors have cost the Yankees in the outfield. The Yankees overcame it in the 17-inning game. It was Roy White in game 1 who made the horrific error that allowed the Indians to tie, but then he walks it off in the 17th. The Mickey Rivers horrific error, 3-base error in center in the bottom of the 7th allowed the Indians to go ahead, and the Yankees don't overcome it. Yes, Jackie Brown was a great movie, Joel. Quentin Tarantino. All right, so thank you very much. If you enjoyed the stream, smack that like button. If you've not subscribed and you wish to do so, that would be awesome. If you do subscribe, hit the bell for notification when we're live. Also, check out the other wonderful content creators in our community. Become a member of the FOC, friends of the channel, friends of the community. Come back where everybody knows your name and they're glad you came, and we have fun, 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 fun till your wife takes the dice away. So, I'd like to thank Joel Horland 20, Dave Volsky. Please check out and subscribe to his channel. Morris Johnson, thank you, Morris, being a little of the bench coach there. Our good friend Dave, Baseball Demos. Please check out Baseball Demos channel and subscribe. And thank you for the instant replay, as I almost screwed the Indians. I don't know if my subconscious is secretly a Yankee fan. God, I hope not. Thank you to Philip Reynolds, to Sunken 007. For all the people who watched and did not jump in the press booth, a.k.a. the chat, thank you also. But feel free to jump in the chat. It's always a fun time. So, till next time, stay safe, be smart, treat people the way you want to be treated, enjoy your games. Happy Saturday and beyond. The Indians win 2-1. We have a deciding game 3 back in the Bronx in the near future. God bless. I love you all. And you know what's coming, folks. What's coming? You know what's coming. Peace!